Hello, 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 good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good day, good night, good everything. All is well, all is well. Hello, 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 blessings. Blessings to each and every one of you who is here today, who is watching this live or on the replay. Welcome to my channel, welcome to my page, whether you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, whatever platform you're watching on. Jump onto the other one as well and subscribe or hit the like button, right? Because we have different things on each channel, but it's so wonderful to be here with you today, right now. As I come live, I felt very inspired to come live to share a little bit about what's been going on the past few days, right? Especially for anyone who identifies with the term Starseed. I'm going to put TwinFlame in here as well, TwinFlame. Although they could be their own individual video, but there's many overlaps, right? Empath, old soul. If you resonate with Atlantis, Lemuria, if you resonate with the Pleiades, Sirius, Orion, Arcturian, Andromedan, Lyran, many more. This video is for you. So it's been an interesting week, has it not? It's been a very full-on energetical week, right? I don't know about anyone else, but I know I've been definitely invited this week numerous times I've been invited into my own shadows, right? Into my own shadows and into the shadows of the collective, right? Which is really, really beautiful, because when we do that, when we feel on behalf of the whole collective, because this is why we're here, right? This is why we're here on this planet, on Earth, through this period of time, is because we heard the call, right? Before we became here in our physical human bodies, we heard the call that, okay, planet Earth, she is ascending. Who wants to be a part of that? Who wants to help make that happen? And we said yes. So we are here, and this is part of it. It's not all roses and daisies right now, right? You know, it's not all, it's got its peaks and valleys, right? Swings and roundabouts happening, which is all part and parcel of the process, right? There's an integration period happening right now for many people, and anyone that resonates with any of the terms that we put on the title, you know, Starseed, Empath, Old Soul, Lightworker, right? If you resonate with any of those terms, you are helping do this. You are helping ascend, right? You are helping us all ascend here. So what you may have been feeling this past week is you may have been feeling a real kind of heaviness, right? You may have been feeling a bit of a heaviness in your gut, in your solar plexus, right? I know I definitely have. There's been that feeling of it, and this purpose of this video is actually to bring you some tools as to how to breathe through it, how to actually alchemize and transmute it. On Wednesday, I actually had a day of silent fast, right? Because Monday and Tuesday was just so intense. I was just feeling everything. I was like, and then it was good, and then I was like, okay, something else is coming through, and it wasn't particularly mine as well. I knew that it wasn't mine to, like, it didn't come from within me, but I felt it, around, and this is kind of what happens with this energy, right? We kind of take part of it and say, we will help transmute this on behalf of the whole Earth, right? And we're just going to take this little piece of the pie and we're going to digest that. And that's what you're doing. That's what we're doing, is we're digesting some of the energy that is ready to be lit up, right? That is ready to be lit up. And that's exactly what we're doing. That's exactly what is happening, right? Yeah, it can be a little bit uncomfortable, because this is essentially like the birthing canal. We're going through that birthing canal right now. And the birthing canal, we won't remember this consciously, but the birthing canal is tight. It's restrictive, it feels uncomfortable, it feels weird on different parts of our body, and we're squishing ourselves through it to the light at the end. And that's exactly what we're doing right now. You know, we are lifting the veil, as the cards are saying right now. We are lifting that veil. But we are feeling it, right? We're feeling it. So how can we actually process this in a better way? And guys, you know, feel free to ask any questions, whether you're watching this live or on the replay. Feel free to ask any questions. You know, share what you're feeling, because I know there's been people, like last week was very headachy, right? There was a lot of people last week feeling the headaches, feeling the tension around the head, and now that's moved down to our core, right? That's moved into our solar plexus, into our navel point, right? There's a lot of root chakra fears coming up this week, right? Around money or stability and work and things like that, and just kind of the structure of the world around us. A lot of that is showing up right? And as I say that, I can feel that actually pinging on, like, within my navel point, which is that connection to every single other person, right? That's that oneness, right? That's where that comes from. And you know, the heart space is also getting a rewrite right now. You know, the heart space is getting a rewrite right now, and it's really important that if you are feeling this, right, if you're feeling a little bit kind of, what's a good word to use? It's kind of like, you know, when you kind of feel that, you know, when you kind of like, you're too hot, you know, when you're in a room and you're too hot and you need to drink something and you've got nothing to drink, and then you just kind of feel a little bit irritated inside, a little bit kind of, inside. That's what it feels like, right? When you have a high amount of energy within you that you're trying to digest on behalf of the whole world. That's what we're doing. That is essentially what it is that we're doing. So I just thought, let's bring some guidance through. So a couple of things that we do need to be doing right now is we do need to be moving our body, whatever that looks like. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I started running this week. Anyone that knows me personally, I'm not really a runner. Running is not my forte, and you know, to say that I actually have been running is probably an overstatement anyway. I've been out for some really lovely walks, which I'm very good at, walking a very, very long distance. But the lung space, the heart space is getting encouraged, right, to open and expand, right, especially the lungs. There's a lot of knots, energetical knots from past lives and from collective karma in the lungs right now that are wanting to heal. So I've been very encouraged by my guardian angels, by my guides, to start running, and start slowly, like literally like a walk with a bit of jogging in it, and then walk, bit of jogging, and just to help breathe freely. Because one of the stories that I've told myself all my life is that I'm a severe asthmatic, because that's what I was born with, that's what I was always that's what I was born with, that's what I always, it's kind of like my base point. And I heard myself say that the other day, and I heard my angels go and correct me in my head. They say, you're not a severe asthmatic, you can breathe freely now. And that's essentially what we're doing when we move our body, especially if you're doing anything that's raising the capacity in your lung space. You're helping your lungs remember that it is safe to breathe freely, and that's such a big one right now. So do get outside and move your body, right? Move your body, open your heart to the sun. It's been raining here all week as well, where I live currently. It's literally only stopped raining. Like today it snowed and then it stopped, and I was like, oh, rain very heavily for a long time. And you know, in water, you guys, in water carries Christ light, right? Christ light has been sprinkling everywhere. It's been flooding places, flooding. I'm in the UK. The UK has been flooding this week, and people are worrying about that, and I'm like, that's not a bad thing, because with the water comes the Christ light, and as that covers the land, especially because it finished with snow, it's like a blank canvas. It's like, okay, we've cleansed this week. Not only have you as a human, or you as a starseed, but we're all in a human body, so let's acknowledge the human part of us. And not only has you as a starseed, you know, and a human, been purging and feeling and digesting and everything like that, but the earth has as well. That's why she's been raining so much, and that's a good thing, right? Cleansing, right? Water is an initiator, you know, and you're not alone, right? There's a lot of people that are in quite severe isolation right now, you know. There's a lot of people that are feeling that isolation more and more and more. And the thing is that we are not alone. We were given technology. Technology was a, like, you know, computers, what I'm doing right now, I'm broadcasting to you all right now, and we were given that. That's a starseed thing. It's, you know, it was one of those things that was given to us a few decades ago to help us, right? To help us connect with one another. We kind of used it in a different way, and it didn't really go according to plan, but that's okay, because we're now remembering how we were meant to use it. It was meant to give us time, it was meant to give us connection, it was meant to allow us that time back, right? And that's essentially what we're able to do right now, is remind ourselves that, you know, there is community. Even when we are being kept apart, there is community. You are not alone, you are not alone, you are not alone. I'm going to say it again, you are not alone, right? Remember that. Remember that, because our energies are all connected. They are all connected. We are all one race. There is no division. There is a lot of things going on outside in the world that wants to cause division, right? Hello, beautiful souls. Thank you for anyone that is sending hearts. I love seeing those hearts, so send them right back to you. But what else can we do? So we're going to move our body, right? Because when you've got energy that is feeling a bit inside your body, you got to move it. And especially if it's like holding itself in a certain area, like say for example the core, right? If it's holding your core, move your body, sway your body, just move that area of your body. Even if you're just like, if you're dancing, put on a song really loud and dance to it, you know. Just get moving. How many people spend time in silence? We've often got people, if you're in a family dynamic, you've often got people that are just talking and really loud, and you know, we don't realise, right, because we're used to not being heard, right? And you know, there can be a lot of noise around, especially if you're living with someone, right, who I know I'm constantly asking whenever I spend time with the people in the house that I'm currently in, you know, they talk really loud. And you know, for me personally, being an indigo, starseed, crystal, child, whatever you want to, however people resonate, right, being a beautiful divine part of all that is, whatever, my ears are very sensitive, right? Hello Jason, my love to you, my darling, my love to you and to Jane. But yeah, my ears are really quite sensitive. Like, they can pick up sound a very far distance away, right? And it's such a gift. But then when people are very loud near me, I'm like, whoo, my indoor voice, please. I really want to hear what you have to say, but can we just a little bit, like, you know what I mean? So, you know, just be very conscious of what is going on around you. If it's overloading your senses, then if so, how can we wind that down a little bit? You know, is there a radio we can kind of turn off? Is there a space of time that we can just kind of have nothing on in the background, and can we be comfortable with that, right? Does anyone ever has anyone ever worked with ceremonial cacao? This is a heart opener. It's a heart medicine. It's the pure version of chocolate, right? It's raw chocolate essentially, but you want to get ceremonial grade. It comes from there's lots of people that are medicine men, medicine women around the world. I have a couple of gorgeous friends here in England who are the most amazing, phenomenal women, holding the most incredible women's circles virtually right now. And I get my ceremonial grade cacao from a lady called Nikki, right? Nikki and Andrea. And that's a wonderful thing, because when you spend time, it's like a meditation. When you spend time actually, you know, chopping the block of cacao and placing it into the water and just heating it up, and when you're doing that in silence, or if you're doing that with a loved one, it's actually very meditative, and it allows your heart to just open, right? It allows that practice to be easier, right? So if anyone is struggling with meditation in any kind, because that's going to really, really be helpful right now, is you know, definitely start to work with something. And when I say work with something, I don't mean something that is going to damage your health. I mean something that is natural, that is not going to alter your state of consciousness, because you do not need something to do that. Your breath work will do that alone. That will be the best high you will ever have. But something like ceremonial cacao is always a wonderful way to bring that food substance, bring Mother Earth into your meditation, right? And connect with her. What else did they want to bring through today? I'm going to see who's supporting us this week as well, because like I say, the energies have just been up and down. We've been feeling it all, right? We've been feeling it all. The main areas this week have been, you know, heart space, heart and lungs, solar plexus, navel, right? And a little bit of root. So what else do we need to do? Watch what we're eating. Power of joy. Look at this. Lord Maitreya coming in here. The Buddha, right? Maitreya is that Christ-like energy once again. It's been showering down. If you've had snow, if you've had rain, if you've had any form of water, that's Lord Maitreya. That's Christ-like energy. That's love, divine light, that's joy. The power of joy coming in to assist, right? The power of joy coming in to assist. Know that what you are doing is contributing. Know that there is a choice. There is a line in the sand right now, and you choose. You don't straddle that line. Now is like, it's got past, we're no longer straddling that line anymore, you guys. This is a point where we are either on one side or another side, right? And not that that's kind of outwardly focused, that's inwardly focused. What do you want to focus on in your day-to-day? Which side of the line? And let me tell you, that's a fear side, fear, anxiety, worry, or do you want to stand on the side that is love, joy, and knowing that you are heading in the right direction, even though it might be uncomfortable right now, right? We've got the green man coming out here. We've got the green man coming out here. And once again, this is another representation of this energy as well. This green man. Oh, beautiful Kellyanne, so much love to you, beautiful, beautiful star sister. I love you so much. I love you so much. The wonderful Kellyanne, you guys, is doing a wonderful, she has a wonderful Facebook group for some divine goddesses. Is it open to, is it for just priestesses and goddesses, my darling, or is it for many people? But if you would like to share the handle of your group, to share that, because she's doing some wonderful, wonderful work. I also have a wonderful Facebook group opening very, very soon as well, and it's just going to be so wonderful to be able to support everyone in a much more accessible way, right? So Kellyanne, if you do want to share that with people, she has the most wonderful updates, right? So do feel free to put that in the comments, my darling. But yeah, and we've got Lou coming in as well. Look at this. I love Lou. Wonder if Angus is coming in with him. No. It's a bit of a private joke. But we've got Lou coming in, right? He's that protector kind of shining one, right? You know, part of the Atlanteans, you know, and part of the Tuatha De Danann, if anyone knows those wonderful, wonderful group of people, are very, very ancient shining ones, and he really is that epitome of that divine masculine energy, right? The charismatic, the protector, the you know, he just everything, you know, but he's there protecting, helping us see clearly, right? Helping us see clearly, helping us see through any form of illusion that we need to see through at this time as well, because that's the important thing, because this isn't now about projecting our voice and going, that's not right, although there are people that are called to do that and carry on if you are, but this is a big but. We want to be using our words, we want to be working with our throat in such a way that it is bringing forth higher communication that's going to bring unity of people rather than separation, right? So we really just want to be cognizant of that, you know. Starseeds, what else do we have here? Yeah, once again, we've got Breath of the Cosmos, that lung space, that lung and heart space coming in so, so powerfully. It's coming in so powerfully. Right? Release the energy that is not serving you. We have knots of energetical knots in your lungs, right? From past lives, from when we've been like that. It's time to do the inner work and heal it. And, you know, if you have been feeling those, that card coming out again, you're not alone. If you have been feeling that energy, just do be sure to do the inner work, right? We don't want to be looking without of ourselves right now. We want to be looking within ourselves, because if we are feeling that built upness of energy, you know, the quickest way to do that is firstly to breathe deeply, breathe continuously, breathe slowly, just breathe, and do things that will help expand your lungs, right? Don't do things that are going to hurt your lungs, right? And just be aware right now as well that, you know, everyone is on their own divine path, right? Everyone's on their own divine path, and they are all blossoming at the most perfect time. We can't control that. It's not ours to control, right? And there are going to be some relationships that you're just going to distance yourself from a little bit right now, and that's okay. That's okay, that's okay. You know, you are welcome to just distance yourself. There is nothing wrong. If there is someone that is just feeling a little bit heavy to be around right now, you don't have to unfriend them or anything like that, but you can feel free to step away a little bit just from them whilst you focus on you. Like I said on Wednesday, I literally had a day where I spent the day in, like, I lit some candles, I had all the curtains closed, and I lit some candles, and I was just in this light. It felt like a womb space, and it was just silent, and everything that I did with intention. So when I was making a drink, when I was pouring water into a glass, I was just doing it with such intention and being present. And I tell you what, the amount of healing that happened on that Wednesday, just because of the amount of time that I was able to do that for, right, was just phenomenal. You know, it was phenomenal, and it helps. Every little bit that we do, you know, helps, right? It really does help. Oh, Kellyanne says Star Angel Temple. Oh, she's holding a temple circle on embodying the Empress on Tuesday. That's going to be so wonderful, you guys. That's going to be so wonderful. If there is any Empresses or anyone that resonates with that term that wishes to join, lovely Kellyanne, as she leads that, please do check out her group. But yes, no, we're here to share love. We're here to share love, and if we can't anchor that in within ourselves, then guess what? We're not sharing that, right? So that's the main thing. right? Is continue to find that power of joy within yourself. Continue to find that. Continue to move your body, listen to your body, and ask, you know, what does my body need right now? I literally, before I came on live, I was like, angels, what do you want me to do right now? And they said, go live, just talk, and whoever is meant to hear the message will hear it whenever they're meant to hear it. And, you know, we just detach from the outcome. Don't worry, don't have fear over it, because what's that going to do? It's just going to keep you stuck, right? This is not about being stuck, right? Hello, beautiful, beautiful soul. I've got Veronica joining. So yeah, this is this week as well has been a really key week, and this is going to come in next week, what we're going to find. And do check out on my YouTube channel, there is a weekly angelic insight, so that we can look at the week ahead with the angelic guidance, so that we know how our ascension is, we know what energies are coming in to support our ascension, so we don't get bowled over by them. So do check those videos out. They're about 20 minutes long. Put them on double speed if you want. That's how I watch YouTube when I'm watching a reader or a healer or anything. So do feel welcome to do that. And if you are feeling like you could benefit from some guidance or a session or a healing, you need someone to hold the space and heal for you, someone who is holding that light and someone who you resonate with, reach out to me, reach out to a fellow healer if there is someone else that you resonate with more, whomever that is. If you need someone to hold the space, right, we're here for you. That's what we're here to do. That's our soul mission, right? That's our part of that collective journey. You know, I launched a wonderful remote healing session actually the other day. It's an ascension. I can't get my words out now. I can. It's an ascension symptom, kind of like a tune-up, right? Where I work with the Archangels and we do some very instant dynamic healing, and it's very powerful. You'll get a full body scan as well. You get a full body scan report. So I look through your whole body, and we kind of bring harmony to your physical and emotional, mental and spiritual bodies, right? We bring harmony to those and just help you integrate whatever is trying to integrate right now, and help whatever release with grace and ease as what's ready to release. And any blocks that you have, if we're allowed and permitted to release them and clear them, we will do, right? But next week as well, we're going to be feeling this loosen your grip energy, right? You know, as anyone that isn't working with some of the tools that we've already mentioned, you know, like moving the body, the breath work, things like that, I've already mentioned, you know, if there is any wonderful goddess or goddess energy, priestess, you know, high priest energy on here, if you're a guy watching this, because I know we have guys that watch this channel too, which I love, because that is that balance, right? That balance, because we are rising together, right? As one human race, as one earth, with everything and everyone, the plants, the animals, everything. You know, we've already spoken about that wonderful sacred cacao. We've already spoke about many things. But if you're not actively working with whatever you're feeling and not recognizing it and feeling into it, you know, like when you're feeling an ache and a pain, this is actually really important, you guys. When you're feeling something physically in your body, it's already, you know, that's already manifested physically. It was energy first, and it's now physical because it wants to get your attention. It's physical because it wants to get your attention, right? So if you're feeling something physical, breathe, stop, breathe, disconnect from all the chatter around you, and just go, okay, what are you telling me? If you've got an ache in your knee, ache in my knee, thank you for being here. Thank you for drawing my attention to you. What are you trying to tell me? What am I needing to heal? What am I not seeing? Ask yourself. This is so important, because if you're not doing that, you're going to get made. You're going to get made to do that, really. It won't be graceful, is what I'm saying. We've got to loosen our grip on things, right? You know, and sometimes we kind of use our kids as an excuse. We use our family as an excuse. We use our clients, our social media. But if we're not anchoring our own light in place first, then anything we put out there is going to be from a distortion, right? This is a hard lesson to hear. This is a hard thing to say, right? Because we want to always think that we're putting the best of us out there. But if we haven't been selfless enough to take time for ourselves, to anchor our own energy before we do anything else, before we have any conversations, if we haven't connected with our mother, father, divine, whatever you call that, and we haven't filled up our own cup, our own heart, opened our heart first, and allowed any programming to flutter away, then, you know, if we haven't allowed ourselves to let God in, essentially, whatever God is for you, then anything we put out there, we're transferring that energy, right? That energy of disconnect. So we want to make sure that we always have that, and it's so selfless to do that. So if you can't find 5 minutes, right? And it just takes 5 minutes. I actually even recorded a 5-minute meditation on my YouTube. It's a picture of a candle. If you're scrolling through my videos, it's a picture of a candle. It's a 5-minute grounding meditation, really simple. It just centers you. Do that throughout the day, right? Whenever you're called, please utilize that that video, because it's there for you. It's there for all of us. I use it as well. I work with it as well. But yeah, if we don't start to incorporate that, then it's going to get harder. It is going to get hard. No, sorry, they're changing my words. It's not going to get harder. We're going to feel like it's getting harder. It's not, but we will feel like it is. We will feel like we're going to start to spiral. We don't want to do that. This is so important, because Starseeds, Empaths, Lightworkers, you feel everything. We feel everything. Right? That's what we're here to do, right? You know, and you know what? You've got so much support. We all have so much support, right? Look to the stars, look to the skies, open your heart space, work with the moon. You guys, I run a beautiful, beautiful program. It's called Birthing the Goddess. We're currently mid-program right now, but we work with the moon phases, the moon cycles, and we actually really harness that energy, really anchor in that divine sovereign energy within us, and allow ourselves to do the healing, right? And you know, it's just, we have to be doing this now, because for us to all integrate into this 5D, right, because we're coming from this very fear-based world into this harmonious utopia, it doesn't just happen like that. We have to integrate it, right? We've got to integrate it. Look at that. Embrace wisdom. The void of creation, right? You know, I could just keep pulling these cards in order. They're literally bringing the most perfect messages here. Forge, don't, follow. You know, we have to physically create that path, right? Because we are leading the masses here. We really are. And we're doing a wonderful job. We are doing a really wonderful job. Okay? So, beautiful souls, I hope that this has helped. Do feel free to write any questions. Whenever you're watching this, if you're watching this on the replay, that's fine as well. Write any questions that you have about the whole ascension process, about how you're feeling, you know, if you need any extra guidance on anything. If you feel like you would benefit from having someone hold the space for you to do some healing, send me a message. Let's get an anchor removal, you know, booked in, that deep soul healing, that inner child healing, you know, let's do some quantum healing. Let's go up into your Akashic records. Let's do past life soul retrieval and draw back any aspects of you that are not in a space that's conducive to enlightenment, to ascension, you know. Let's get an angelic reading booked in for you, right? A short one or a long one, to get you some clarity and guidance, to clear that fog away, you know. Or even one of the most easily accessible things that's on my offerings right now, that's in my sacred offerings right now, is that Arcturian healing, that ascension symptom tune-up, that energy tune-up, right? I'm not sure if it's still pinned to the top of my page. I'll pin it up again, but they're only £20 and they're remote and they are fantastic. You'll get a full energy report, a full body report. We'll actually clear everything as well, right? And that's not me, that I do that with the work, working with the Arcturians, which is just a delight and an honor. But anyway, that is all for me right now, beautiful souls. You are not alone. We have everyone around us. We are around us, right? We're stronger in numbers. We support each other. This is about collaboration this year, so let's collaborate, right? Let's keep our hearts open. And I'm sending you all so much, so much, so much love. And like Lord Maitreya says, you know, it's the power of joy. That is what is leading this world right now, is the power of joy. You get to choose which side you tune into. Are you tuning into the joy, or are you tuning into the lack of thereof? I know which one I choose to tune into on a minute by minute basis, let alone a daily basis, right? Oh, thank you so much, Kellyanne. Yes, no, I absolutely adore the angelic guidance sessions. They are so fun to do. They are so fun to do, especially because we get to tune into your guardian angels as well, right? So thank you so much for sharing that. I love you all so much. My inbox is always open for queries, questions. Okay, please feel welcome to send me a message, right? I may not get back to you immediately, but I will get back to you, right? So sending you all so much love, and thank you so much for being here. Thank you for everything that you're doing. Blessings to each and every one of you. Bye.